You want to stop spam on your WordPress site forever. Since there is no 100% guarantee for spam, I'm going to show you a method that's going to solve at least 99% of your spam. My name is Toby Salami, and I'm going to show you how to do just that on one condition. You need to subscribe and stick around for this 11 minutes and 11 seconds of video. Yep, exactly that. Let's get to it. I have Elementor and Elementor Pro installed, and that's just because it's my page builder of choice. You can be sure to use Bricks Builder or Gutenberg or any other page builder that supports the process I'm about to show you. So let's just get right into it and show you the only plugin that's really important here. That is Simple Cloudflare Turnstile. After installing Simple Cloudflare Turnstile by Elliot and Rely WP, you want to come inside here to Settings. When you enter the settings of Simple Cloudflare Turnstile, that is also accessible from here, you would be asked for both the side key and the secret key. Now, you need both of this, and the way to get it would be to come inside of Cloudflare. Come inside of Cloudflare. The way to come inside of here would just be to type in your browser --.cloudflare.com. When you get to the page, you would be asked to either log in or create a new account. Be sure to do just that. I trust you to be able to follow the processes you find there. Once you log in, you will be met with this kind of page. All you need to do is come here to Turnstile. Click on Turnstile. And once you're inside this page, you'd have either to click on Add Widget here or Add Widget here. Either button will work, so just click on any of them. Once you're inside here, what you call the widget name really doesn't matter. It's just going to help you look at your statistics later on, see how many bots you've blocked, and other data that can be relevant for you. For now, I'm just going to call this anything. Let's call it Toby's Demo Website Security. Now you need to enter your domain name. What you enter here as your domain name is the domain name, of course, of your website. For me, my domain name is demo.tobysalami.com. Once you're done with entering that, just hit enter and you should be done. Not done, almost done. You just need to scroll down here to widget mode. As you can see, you have three options here. The managed here would let Cloudflare do the decisions. What decisions would Cloudflare make for you? They could decide that they want to show a checkbox that will enable a user to click on it, and then they will be able to tell whether that user is a bot or whether that user is a real human, right? By using managed, you let Cloudflare make all of the decisions. If you use non-interactive, you want to tell Cloudflare, hey, I do not want you to show a user any checkbox to click on. I just want you to tell me whether that person is a bot or not. And if the person is not a bot, I mean, of course, can a person be a bot? I mean, if the bot is not a bot, if the person is not a bot, this is just going to let the person pass right through. There is an option for invisible, which is not going to show any Cloudflare branding whatsoever. It's just going to do everything behind the scenes. The user doesn't know what is going on. He just has to wait until Cloudflare evaluates and ascertains that he is not a bot. Now, the last option here is asking you if you want Cloudflare to be able to use a previous assessment, you know, when someone visits the site and the site was previously proxied through Cloudflare, like if that site is already listed on Cloudflare, this is going to ask, do you want us to let the person who has previously been assessed and ascertained as not a bot to just be able to submit your form here? Or do you want the person to go through another set of checks? If you want the person to go through another level of checks, you want to click on no. If you want the person to be granted access based on a previous assessment, you can click on yes. I usually leave this as no because trust no one, you know? Next, you want to click on create. Next, you want to click on copy to copy the site key. You want to come back inside the website and paste that site key inside of here. Next, you want to come back and also copy the secret key and paste that inside of the website right here. Now that you're done with that, there are a few settings to be concerned with inside of here. You can select the theme, whether it's light or dark or auto. I would select this as auto because of the fact that I want the user's browser to be able to show a dark mode or a light mode based on what the user browser preferences are. Next, you want to select the language. Leave that as auto detect because, of course, you're going to have users from different nationalities visit your website, right? Next, you want to come to appearance mode and you want to say whether it's always or interaction only. This simply means that you can let the Turnstile widget show to a user depending on whether that user has interacted with the page on which the code is placed. Don't worry, we're not going to touch any code. The plugin is just going to do all of it for us. Next, you want to select whether you want to disable the submit button, and this would be excellent because of the fact that you don't want to frustrate the user when the Turnstile evaluation is not passed, you don't want the user to click on submit and then find out that he actually didn't pass the assessment. You want to disable the button unless the user has passed the assessment and has been verified as a non-bot. Click to tick and let's come to advanced settings. What this simply means is that you want the scripts to be placed at the bottom of the page so that it doesn't slow your website down. Just leave it toggled on. Type in a custom error message in case the user doesn't pass the evaluation, and also you can add an extra failure message if you so desire. Let's come down here to whitelist settings, and as you can see, you can whitelist logged in users, so anybody who is currently logged in doesn't have to go through any further evaluation. Or you can exclude some IP addresses or user agents as you so desire. Now let's come down to where it is actually important. You want to toggle it on for WordPress login, WordPress register, reset password, and WordPress comment. All of this will now have the Cloudflare Turnstile attached to them. What's going to happen is that every single time a person tries to log in or register or reset password or comment on your WordPress website, the person will have to pass the Cloudflare Turnstile evaluation, which, if you ask me, is one of the most secure evaluations I ever encountered in my life as a WordPress developer. The last option here is Elementor Forms. You would only see this option if you have Elementor installed. I'm going to show you how to do this in Bricks, so hold on to your horses. We'll come here and click on Enable on all Elementor Forms. That is good because you don't have to go through all Elementor Forms one by one. It just works for all of them at once. Now you come to widget location and you can set the location. I usually place it after the form just so it doesn't distract the users or appear to be an extra field in the form. And finally, you want to keep in mind that if you use things like Gravity Forms, Affluent Forms, or WP Discuss or BodyPress or even Context Form 7 and any other of these integrations here, you can of course let this automatically be attached to those integrations. For now, we're just going to leave everything else as is and click on Save Changes. It appears that we are done here, but we are actually not. As you can see the box at the top here, it says we're almost done. The API keys have been updated. What we need to do now is to test response. Just click on the green button here and let's see how it works. Once we click on test response, we see success. Turnstile is working correctly with your API keys. Excellent. Let's come now into the Elementor website, come to the edit page. Let's paste the quick form and see it work. Once we drag in the form, we just want to click on publish and come to the front end and refresh this. Now we see that the button is grayed out just for a bit. Oops, as you can see, the button now appears no longer grayed out. It means it worked in the back end and has now evaluated me as an actual user, and I'm ready to submit the form. Without that evaluation being completed, this form will not work because Cloudflare does not yet believe that I am not a bot, so it's just going to keep it grayed out until it can ascertain that I am a real human being. Good. Now you may be wondering, why do I not see any Cloudflare branding here like it works on most of the websites? It's because of the fact that if you come back inside the Cloudflare Turnstile dashboard here and you click on it and click on settings for the particular widget you previously created, you see it's listed here as invisible. That is the exact reason why it shows nothing here. If you come back here and change this to managed, for example, and you come down here to update, you want to come back to the site and refresh, and let's see what happens now. We notice that we now have this Cloudflare verify that you're human checkbox here, and when you click on it, it now verifies you as a human and the submit button is no longer grayed out. Excellent. Now let's show you how to do this inside of Bricks Builder. Let's close Elementor, come inside of Bricks Builder, and if you're inside the Bricks settings here, you want to come to API keys. Inside of API keys, you want to come to Cloudflare Turnstile, and you see the site key and secret key here. You want to edit that and add the two keys there. Use the same method I showed you on creating the Cloudflare Turnstile key here, except you want to use the correct domain name. In this case, it's tobisalami.com, and you want to create a new widget, come back inside of the Bricks Builder here, and edit and add your site and secret key. All good. Once this is done and you save the settings, you would now have to go through every single instance of your Bricks Builder form and enable the Cloudflare Turnstile integration there. If you use a form builder such as JetFormBuilder, there is also a native integration of Cloudflare Turnstile for you. You just want to come and click on settings. When you're inside of the JetFormBuilder settings, come down here to capture settings, and then you want to select Turnstile. Inside of Turnstile, you want to put in your site key and your secret key and click on save. When you create a form, such as I'm going to demonstrate now, you can very easily select and integrate Cloudflare Turnstile to that specific form. You're just going to click on add new form like you would do with every other WordPress form. And once you're done creating all of the form content, I don't want to bother with that right now. You're just going to come onto the right-hand panel here and just scroll down until you find captcha settings. Once you're inside of the captcha settings here, you see captcha provider and you want to select here Turnstile. Once you're done with this, you want to click on add Turnstile block. That is if you're going to use a new site key and new secret key. If you're going to use the global settings, you just want to toggle on use global settings. It's going to fetch in that site key and secret key, and you want to click on add Turnstile block. That's it. Now, that Turnstile block for Cloudflare Turnstile will be added to this specific form, so it's going to have to pass the evaluation before this form can be successfully submitted. In this video, you've learned how to create the Cloudflare Turnstile site key and secret key. And after creating it, you've also learned how to integrate it with your Elementor or Builder or Gutenberg websites. Please, be sure to let me know how this can help you in the comment section below, if it fixed your spam problems as it did mine, and I'll be sure to see you in the next one. My name is Toby Salami once again. You should subscribe to this YouTube channel, and until next time, stay dynamic.